Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Venerable Sangha, Sialis and laity. So today we have to continue our discussion. So, so we have to continue with our discussion. And last week we started the second method, and in the second method we told that there were 8 groups which we are supposed to discuss, and from that 8 groups we discussed 2 of them. The first 2, Sakkayatana, right? This group, and the second one also we discussed Pottabhayatanena, right? So if you have any questions, and I ask, so after explaining these 2 methods, 2 groups, I ask you all to do a homework, right? So this homework was about to go to the other states of enquiries which fall into these first 2 groups, group number 1 and group number 2. So I ask you all to go through these other states of enquiries which falls into these 2 groups. So if you have any questions, regarding this thing, please you can ask me from the last week. Okay, no questions, right? So any questions from the Chinese group?
No have Pandit.
Okay, good. So we'll move to the method number 3. Sorry, the group number 3 of this method. So the group number 3, it's okay. Chakku viññāna dhātuya ye dhamma kanda sangahena sangahita ayatana sangahena sangahita dhātu sangahena asangahita te dhamma katihi khandehi katihi ayatanehi katihi dhātuhi asangahita te dhamma chatuhi kandehi eka dasahayatanehi dvadasahi dhātuhi asangahita. So the translation is, these states are classified using the aggregates, classified using the bases, unclassified using the elements by the eye consciousness element. Under how many bases and under how many elements are those states unclassified? Those states are unclassified under 4 aggregates, under 11 bases, under 12 elements. So there is a difference in the Pali, which you see in the Chatta Sanghayana software, right? So the difference come here: Ayatana Sangahe, Kanda Sangahena Sangahita, Ayatana Sangahena Sangahita. You see here at Ayatana Sangahena Sangahita, which means classified using the bases, but in the Pali you see it as Chakku viññāna dhātuya ye dhamma Kanda Sangahena Sangahita and Ayatana Sangahena Asangahita. So there's this difference, and in the Chatta Sanghayana application you see this difference in the Burmese script, of course, and you see it in the same in these 2 Sinhalese scripts, and but in the PTS translation it's given as this. It's given as Ayatana Sangahena Sangahita, and also in some of the Burmese manuscripts, and in the Burmese Nisaya also it's given as Ayatana Sangahena Sangahita, and also the commentary also it explained as Ayatana Sangahena Sangahita. So there we see a small there's an error in the Pali which you see here. So this is the correct one. We'll get to know more about it when we discuss the associated Paramata Dhammas of this sentence. So you have to consider this Ayatana Sanghayana Sanghita as the correct one. So we'll go to the this method, to this document, right? So in this document I have now I told there were two types, right? Method 1, method 2, type 2 is states classified under same aggregate but not under the same base or element. So this is the type 1 states of inquiries which we find. The type 2 is method 2, type 2, it's the states classified under the same aggregate and base. So there are two things here: states classified under the same aggregate and base, not under the same element. So the classification, it's the same regarding the aggregates and the base, but the elements, it's different. So this Chakku Viññāna Dhātuya, the state of inquiry which we are discussing at this moment, it has this correct characteristic, right? It's classified under same aggregate and same base, but not under the same element. The states. So we'll go through it. So Chakku Viññāna Dhātuya ye dhamma khanda sanghayena sanghita, ayatana sanghayena sanghita, dhatu sanghayena asanghita. So by eye consciousness element, these states classified using the classification of aggregates, classified using the classification of bases, unclassified using the classification of elements. So we'll go through these phrases, right? The first one is ye dhamma khanda sanghayena sanghita. So these states classified using the aggregates. So we know this eye consciousness. So eye consciousness element, it's classified using in what aggregate? Eye consciousness is classified in consciousness aggregate, right? So it's classified in the consciousness aggregate. Then it says, then the next one, ayatana sanghayena sanghita, classified using the bases. So then this when this is classified, when the eye consciousness is classified in the consciousness aggregate, it is classified in the mind base, right? So the ye dhamma, so these dhammas are classified in the mind base, eye consciousness, right? Then we go to the third phrase, dhatu sanghayena asanghita. So then the dhammas which are unclassified using the elements. So when the eye consciousness is classified in the consciousness aggregate and in the mind base by the classifier term eye consciousness, the 6 consciousness elements excluding the eye consciousness element are unclassified. So the other 6 consciousness element, right? Sota Viññāna Dhātu, the ear consciousness element, and the other 5 elements. So altogether there are these 6 consciousness elements excluding the eye consciousness element are unclassified, right? So those are unclassified. So that the 6 consciousness elements, right? So okay, we'll go through it again. So those 6 consciousness elements, they are unclassified under 4 aggregates. Those are matter, feeling, perception, and volitive formation, right? So those are the 4 aggregates which the 6 consciousness elements are unclassified. So next one is Eka Dasahayatanihi. So under 11 bases, they are considered to be unclassified. So what are those 11 bases? Those are the 10 gross bases and the ideation base, right? Because the 6 consciousness elements are classified in the mind base. So the other 11 bases are considered to be unclassified. And Dvadasahi Dhatuhi Asangahita, unclassified under 12 elements. That means the 10 gross elements, I consciousness element and ideation element, right? So those are the 12 elements which the the 6 consciousness elements are unclassified, right? So you all can ask questions. If you all have any questions, you can ask now. Okay, so no questions yet. Okay, so what does it imply? Has everybody understood it or not understood it? Understood it at all? At all? Okay. So no questions, right? Okay. So in this document, uh, how many other states of inquiries are there for this 6 consciousness element? In total, there are 7 states, right? The 7 consciousness elements are applicable here, right? The other 7 consciousness element, the 6 consciousness elements are applicable here. So for homework, you all have to go through each of these and do the and get the Paramata Dhammas for this 7, right? So the method is same, right? It's not different, right? So the next one which belongs to number 4, fourth group. Ittendriyena ye dhamma khanda sangahena sangahita, ayatana sangahena asangahita, dhatu sangahena asangahita, te dhamma katihi khandehi katihayatanehi katihi dhatuhi asangahita, te dhamma chatuhi khandehi dihayatanehi attahi dhatuhi asangahita. So these, I'll translate it. These states are classified using the aggregates, unclassified using the bases, unclassified using the elements by the femininity faculty, under how many aggregates, under how many bases, under how many elements are those unclassified. Those states are unclassified under 4 aggregates, under 2 bases, and under 8 elements. Right. So now when we compare these methods, right, now we said there are 2 types of states of inquiries which comes in the method 1, in the second method. So this one, but the Ithindriyena, the femininity faculty, so that belongs to type 1, right? So those states are classified on the same aggregate, but not under the same base or element, right? So it belongs to that category. So we'll go through this one, Ithindriyena, right? So Ithindriyena ye dhamma khanda sangahena sangahita ayatana sangahena asangahita. So when we consider the, this also it's wrong, right? It should be a femininity faculty. Right. So Ithindriyena It's the femininity faculty. So when you consider the Kanda Sangahena Sangahita, we know Itindriya, it belongs to the it's a matter aggregate. So it is classified in the matter aggregate. And again, when you consider the dhammas, which are unclassified by the Tindriyena, in the classification of bases, the unclassified dhammas. So those are the 10 gross bases, because Itindriya is classified in the ideation base. So the other dhammas, other dhammas which belongs to matter aggregate, they are considered to be classified. So the unclassified dhammas are the 10 gross bases. And the 10 gross bases, or we can say 12 gross matter. Right? So those are the dhammas which falls into Kanda Sangahena Sangahita and Ayatana Sangahena Asangahita. Then we move to the next one, Dhatu Sangahena Asangahita. Again, the Itindriyana, by Itindriyana, it's included in the ideation element, right? So the other dhammas which belongs to matter aggregate, these dhammas are considered to be classified. So the other dhammas which are considered to be unclassified are the 10 gross elements. So those 10 gross elements, the dhammas which in the 10 gross elements become ye dhamma, right? So for ye dhamma you get the 10 gross elements, so you can say it as 12 gross matter. So then those 12 gross matter, we have to do it asangahita, right? So in how many aggregates, in how many bases, in how many elements are those dhammas unclassified. So in four mental aggregates, those 12 gross matter are unclassified. Right? Then in the mind base and in the ideation base, these 12 gross matter are unclassified. Right? In eight elements, these 12 gross matter are unclassified, right? 7 consciousness elements and the ideation base. So in these elements, the Itindriya, the 12 gross matter is are unclassified, right? So that's how you work with the Itindriya. So when you look at the other dhammas, which belongs to the same group, there are only two, right? Itindriya and Purisindriya. So those are the two states of inquiries which belong to the group number 4, right? Okay, so any question there? Okay, then we'll move to the, somebody's asking us. Oh, okay, questions in the English channel, right? Yes.
Yes. So Bande, so here in your chart, it is showing two inquiries inside two dhamma. These two dhammas should be two types of Indriya Rupa, right?
Yes, Itindriya and Purisindriya.
Okay, so if so, why in the content it said ye dhamma are 10 types of gross dhamma? Should it be another type of Indriya Rupa?
Oh, you asking this also? Were you asking this one? Right, 2 states, right?
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah, these are
Yes.
the states of inquiries. Like Itindriya was the state of inquiry here. The other one is Purisindriya. So I think you're asking the question on deriving this part, right? 10 gross bases and 12 gross matter. How to derive this thing? Is it?
Yes, Bande.
Okay, so I will answer it. Okay, I'll directly do it with the Pali. I think it would be much easier, right?
Okay.
So Ittindriyena, right? So Ittindriyena Yedhamma. Okay, I'll do this one, right? Ittindriyena Yedhamma Kanda Sangahena Sangahita. These states are classified using the aggregates. So in which
So what I mean is why shown in the chart is 2. What is the meaning of this 2?
this one is it?
In the chart, Bande, in the chart.
Okay.
For the fourth group.
This one, right?
Yes.
Oh.
So the states here showing as 2.
Yeah.
So what is the exact meaning of this 2, Bande?
Oh, that 2 means the other dhammas, right? So okay, 173, right? It is Ittindriya.
Yeah, 173.
Ittindriya and Purisindriya. Those are the 2 states of inquiries which comes here.
Yeah, if we're talking about these 2, then Yedhamma, why Yedhamma is the other like 10 types of gross rupa instead of the other Indiya rupa?
I mean, what is also in this one, in this chart, what is represented is the is the states of inquiries, number of states of inquiries which falls into group number 4.
Okay, Bande.
That's right.
Okay,
right?
Bande. I understand. Yeah,
right?
Bande.
So this
no
one,
no problem. Yes.
okay, this answer
I forgot.
is okay. To derive
Yeah,
this answer, is it clear?
if the subject is Luba, especially here is a gross Luba, then Yedhamma should be the other Luba.
Yeah, like that. Yes, of course.
Okay. No problem, Bande. Understand.
Okay. Meeting chat. Bante no Chinese. Oh, I think all right. Okay, the Chinese.
For Chinese. Thank you.
Okay. So Bande, I please allow me to translate into Chinese first.
Okay. I'll move here.
Okay, Bande, finished.
Right. Okay. So then we move into the next group. Right. So fourth one, it's done. So we move to the fifth one. Fifth one is Asanya Bhavena Yedhamma Khanda Sangahena Sangahita Ayatana Sangahena Asangahita Dhatu Sangahena Asangahita Te Dhamma Katihi Kandehi Katihayatanihi Katihi Dhatuhi Asangahita. These states are classified using the aggregates, unclassified using the bases, unclassified using the elements by non-percepted becoming. So the non-percepted becoming is the state of inquiry here, right? So then goes as under how many aggregates, under how many bases, and under how many elements are those states unclassified. Those states are unclassified under 4 aggregates, under 3 bases, and under 9 elements. So asanya bhavena. So we discussed about asanya bhava, right, in sangaha method, in the first method. So for the associated paramata dhammas for the asanya bhava is the vitality nonad, right? So this vitality nonad. So they are rupa dhammas, the matter aggregate. So they belong to the matter aggregate. So in the classification of the matter, so they are included in the matter aggregate, right? So Khanda Sangahena Sangahita, it's included in the matter aggregate. Then the Ayatana Sangahena Sangahita, it becomes the 9 gross bases excluding vision base. So I mean, what happens is that the matter from the asanya bhava, we know that it is classified in rupayatana, the visible object vision base, and in the ideation element, right? So the other 9 gross bases excluding the vision base are considered to be the dhammas which are classified by the asanya bhavena, classified using the aggregates and unclassified using the bases.
Sorry, Bande. So for asanya bhava, according to Paramata, it should be which type?
This one.
In Bali, yeah, in Bali is which one, Salo?
Paramatta dhammas or classification also.
Yeah, I mean Paramata of asanya bhava is which rupa?
Oh, the 8 rupa, the Suddhataka plus the vitality nonad.
If in Bali, how we say Bande?
It's Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Vanna, Gandha, Rasa, Oja, Jivita.
Okay.
Yes, any question?
Bande chala. Ukasaba bande tayong patabie mayabu.
Vale. Oh, machayabu.
Okay. Yeah, bale, okay.
Oh, okay. So I think it's clear, right?
Okay, Bande, no problem. Bande.
All right. So, okay. So is there any question that to derive these 9 gross bases excluding the vision base? Is there any question?
Okay.
Right. So in the classification, right? So asanya bhava in the bases, it's classified in where? In visible, plus the ideation base, right? Ideation base. So that is where the asanya bhava is classified, right? So the other 9 gross bases, excluding the vision base, so they are considered to be unclassified, right? And next one, dhatu sangahena sangahita, 9 gross elements excluding vision element, it becomes that, right? So it's the same method, right? Same method. So the answer is also the same, 9 gross elements excluding vision element. So these 9 gross elements excluding the vision elements, we can say it as 11 gross matter excluding the visible object. So those are the dhammas which belongs to Yedhamma, right? Then we have to get the Asangahita, the unclassified based on the aggregates, bases, and the elements. So the 4 mental aggregates, it's very clear, right? Because all the dhammas which comes here, they belong to the matter aggregate. So the unclassified aggregates are the 4 mental aggregates. And here vision, mind, and ideation base, three bases, right? Vision base, mind base, and ideation base, right? Are the unclassified. Then here 9 elements: vision, 7 mind elements, and ideation base, right? Vision base, 7 mind elements, and the ideation should be ideation elements, right? Not ideation base, it should be ideation element. Okay, I think it's clear, right? For this one, Asanya Bhava, the 5th method. So there are two dhammas, 2 states of inquiries which are similar to the group number 5, Asanya Bhave, right? So only two states of inquiries, Asanya Bhavena, and the other one is Ekavokara Bhavena. So those are the two states of inquiry. So after that we move into the group number 6. So